BB and Jack. Why do I always gotta fight this shit off? BB and Jack Frost. Alright, so real quick, Jasmine Eileen update. I don't usually do updates like this, but it's not enough to make an entire video over. So real quick, Jasmine Eileen, I don't know how to say the name. I think that's the right way. A friend of mine got me in contact with somebody that I believe is, or we believe is, Jasmine's husband. I'm not 100% sure on this, but if the individual did say that they was Jasmine's husband, and uh, the peculiar thing about the whole entire situation is he got a lawyer. I just thought that was odd that he would have to get a lawyer when an event happened somewhere where he wasn't at. So he says he had a lawyer, and his lawyer is telling him to not speak on certain matters. I asked him a couple of questions. The interesting point was not the questions that he actually answered. The very interesting point to me was the questions that he was trying to get around answering. I'm not 100% sure at this point if that was her husband. He's saying he was the husband, the individual that gave me the information. I have no reason to believe that they're incorrect, so I believe that it was the husband. When I asked him, has anything like this ever happened with her in the past, he flat out hung up. When I asked him, did anything like this ever happen in the past, he flat out hung up. I think that was more telling than anything else that he had to say. One thing he did say is that him and her did not have an argument that night. That's what he said. He said that him and her did not have an argument that night. Remember, I'm not saying that they didn't have an argument that night. I'm saying that he is saying that they did not have an argument that night. I don't know if I get any more updates at all. I'll bring them to y'all. If it's worth doing an entire actual video and sitting down and putting some shit together, I'll do that. But if it's not, then I'm just going to come with real quick updates like this. Yes, it sounds extremely suspect. When I asked him, has anything like this ever happened before, he flat out hung up. I don't think that was a hang up bull up a fence, but you know, whatever. This is a Jasmine Eileen video, so you're gonna have to wait for me to actually do a video on that stuff to speak on that. This whole situation is looking really sketchy at this point. I don't understand why he needed to have an attorney. I don't know why he had to get himself an attorney. I'm starting to think that there's a lot of shenanigans that's probably going on. Somebody might be playing a big hoax on social media, because this looks like something that was put together, whether it happened or it didn't. Also, I'm hearing, just in addition to throw this in there, besides the fact that with the thing that I just told you about the husband, what I call I want to throw in there that it is also being alleged that the individual that allegedly raped Jasmine has also has about 4 or 5 more victims. All of this is being alleged. I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm not 100% sure on this. All of this is being alleged. Um, I'll look into it and see what happens, see what pops up. But like I said, um, I needed more information. I actually saw the video. The video looks so suspect. It's like you can't say it looked like that's what he was doing. There's also more information that allegedly she tried to hurt herself. Yes, I heard about that, but I haven't got any real confirmation other than rumors. And as everybody knows, I don't usually report on rumors. Too tough. That's not really my thing. So I need more proof. I need some real proof that she no, I heard this is what I heard. Please don't hold me to it. This is what I heard that she allegedly tried to slit her own throat. And I find when people try to kill themselves, slitting one's throat isn't usually the way that they go. But she tried to allegedly slit her own throat. That's not what I usually like. No, that's not. When people are trying to kill themselves, I've never. This is has to be the number one time that I think I've ever heard about somebody trying to kill themselves, and the method was to slit one's own throat. I've never heard of that before. So I need way more evidence of something else going on. I just, like I said, a lot of this shit might just be. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a lot of this just don't add up. A lot of this story, it just I don't know what other people think, but I think it just doesn't add up. I saw the video. The video looks like she was absolutely raped. Then I look at the situation, circumstances surrounding the video, and I say there's a good chance she wasn't raped. Then I look at all of the shenanigans that has this happening after the fact. Yeah, something is just odd here. I don't know what it is, but something is absolutely odd here. And let me just. How does the video look like she was raped? It looked like she was raped. It looked like they had sex, and she was incapacitated and didn't have the ability to consent. You could tell Justin is the type of nigga to take the pussy. You could tell. You could tell Justin is the type of person he'll rape a woman in a minute. You could tell. Justin will rape a woman in a minute. She partied quite fine after the rape. That's a fact. So if you don't see the penis, that means that the people aren't having sex. That makes perfectly good sense, Hayes. Justin, if you don't see the penis or you don't see the vagina, that means that the person couldn't have had sex. That makes perfectly good sense. He's never heard of clothes or camera angles before. This is what I mean by when the trolls come in and they just say the stupidest shit in the world. They just say absolutely retarded stuff. He doesn't sound slow. He is slow. There's a difference. Yes, medications can cause amnesia. I said it looked to me like she was raped. If I don't see it, how could it look like? You know what? There you go. I know what you're trying to do, Justin. I'm gonna help you. You looking for the door, ain't you? Just see, this is why I block motherfuckers. When people be like, yo, why do you keep blocking people? You blocking people because they disagree with you. No, I'm not blocking people because they disagree with me. Everything he just said made no sense. I don't want to have to deal with him. I actually once almost drowned because the people around didn't believe that I was in distress. Nobody says she didn't plot this. And what are you talking about? What are you guys understanding? What aren't you guys understanding? How are you going to say respectfully and then insult people? If you're going to insult people, at least own it. Don't say respectfully. Oh, I forgot. Only your opinion matters, right? Quentin Davis. I keep forgetting. Davis is the only opinion that matters. Nobody else is on the planet opinion matters unless they agree with Quentin Davis. Oh, you're right, Mr. Quentin Davis. See, this is why this lazy gamer keeps getting timed out. Every time we talking about something, they bring up a different conversation. Nobody's talking about Chris Brown, lazy gamer. But I am going to absolutely agree with you that there are plenty of men and women that when women cry rape, they rather just not believe them because a lot of these men don't think that there's anything wrong with raping women. And there are a lot of women that have been cheated on, and in their heart of hearts, they are wishing that the person that got raped is probably the person that cheated with their man. So, a lot of men don't believe women get raped, right? So I'm a man. I'm saying that, I'm more inside of the rape victim than the other person. And I get killed for it. Now you see why? You see why? If I wasn't my own person, you understand what I'm saying? Like if I wasn't my own person, if I just, with whatever the group said, I'd be right on board with that. Oh man, nah, she couldn't have been raped because that's what everybody else is saying. That Justin guy. No, you're right, Quentin. Women do this all the time. There's no woman on the face of the planet that has ever been raped. You're right, Quentin. What is the rest of us thinking about? No woman has ever been raped. All women wanted it. Right, Quentin? Right, Quentin? Because you're basically saying since some other female lied, that this one is also doing it. Right, Quentin? That's your point, right, Quentin? That there's another female in the history of the planet that lied. So that means that every single female that says that she was raped after that one female must also be lying. No, you're right, Quentin. You're 100% right. I'm with you on this one. Take a seat. Of course, rape is very real, but Quentin is a troll and he doesn't respect women. And he believes that all women want it. So, that's what he believes. So, spoke with the husband. The husband went and got an attorney. So if this shit is fake, I don't see why the husband would get an attorney. The husband went and got an attorney. Does anybody else in here see any reason for the husband to get an attorney if this shit was fake? And now, if this shit is real, why would the husband need an attorney? That's the question. If this is the husband told me he had an attorney. If this is 100% fake, yeah, but the husband's not the one being accused. Because somebody put Quentin on like 5 timeouts. I don't even want to see this guy's comments no more. Now y'all see why I kick people? Hold on. Matter of fact, don't give them, let them stick around for a minute so everybody can understand why I kick people. No. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm not saying I have all the facts. I'm telling y'all what I know. I spoke with the husband. The husband said, 1, he has an attorney. If it was fake, I don't see why he would need an attorney. Yeah, but we're talking about the rape. He didn't want to. I asked a couple of questions. He didn't want to answer anything. He kept saying no comment. When I asked him, did they argue that night? He said no, they did not argue. So he is saying that they did not argue. Remember, the narrative was she had an argument with her husband. That was the narrative. She had an argument with her husband. And after she had the argument with her husband, she went to the club. That was the narrative. Remember? That's what I heard. He's saying they didn't argue. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't argue. I'm saying that he's saying that they didn't argue. That's one. When I asked him, has there ever been an occurrence like this before? He hung up. I'm guessing that his lawyer told him to hang up right then and there. When I asked him, is there ever been an occurrence like this before? He hung up. Saying no is not a big problem. No, there's never been an accusation like this before. She's never accused anybody of rape. She was way too incapacitated to be able to even know what was going on with her. So I'm just, to be honest with you, I seen the video. She was way too messed up. There's no way she could have knew what was wrong going on with her. And nope, she didn't accuse. So that's another. I didn't want to point that out to Mr. Quentin over there. I didn't want to point that out to Mr. Quentin over there. Yeah, that's how you look. When shit like this happen, ladies, pay attention. There's gonna be the two type of creeps. The creeps that's gonna go overboard and want to fight all the time, like you can't do that to women, and they're gonna want to fight, but them niggas is really creeps. They faking it. And there's gonna be the ones that they're super creeps, and what they're gonna do is they don't know why every woman don't want to have sex. So their whole thing is always going to be she wanted it. And then when you say, oh, all women want it, they're going to always say, no, I'm only talking about this situation. But every time this situation comes up, they're going to say the same thing. I don't know. I don't think that was a homegirl. I don't know what that was. There's one saying that she was... Coincidentally, they're saying she's in the hospital right now because she tried to commit suicide. So everybody that's saying that she didn't, so I don't know. Yeah, she didn't know that girl. She's allegedly in the hospital right now because she tried to commit suicide. Allegedly. So I tried to contact the husband. Didn't go too well. He only answered a couple of questions. Most of the questions he answered with no comment. Then he told me he had an attorney, which I think is a big deal. Why would he get an attorney? He also, when I asked him, has anything else ever happened like this? He just flat out hung up. So I don't know. That says a lot. Why would he hang up? He could have easily have said, no, this has never happened before. Get it? Yes, and also the dude that is being accused of the rape, it said that he has about 3 or 4 more victims that I'm pretty sure he's done the same thing with if this is true. He's giving them a downer or a tranquilizer to incapacitate them, and then after he has his way with them, he gives them an upper, and that like gives them an adrenaline rush. You understand what I'm saying? That's not chemistry. These guys are talking about somebody saying the guy's a chemist. No, I don't believe the husband was at the club. I didn't get a chance to ask him. No, I'm telling you, that's literally what people do. That's literally, I don't want to go too far into it because I don't want to throw shots at any demographic, but that's literally what some people do. They take downers, they get down, they get all like, oh, I can't feel my face. And then they go take uppers. Snap them back into it. It's actually this thing called speedballing. If anybody ever heard, I believe one of the Belushis died from speedballing. Yeah, but when you got somebody who they're not very intelligent, they think anything is like rocket science. Coke and heroin mix, speedball, exactly. So that just goes to show you. You understand what I'm saying? Like Chris Farley died from speedballing too. That's a fact. But that just goes to show you, like, this is stuff I thought was common knowledge, but some other guys think it has to do with chemistry. So, whatever. Now, also, let's get this straight. Shout out to Tanisha with the donation. Let's get this straight. This is not the first time I spoke on this matter. I've said before, it doesn't make sense for her to have been raped and then went and jumped up there and started doing, got into a fucking, a twerking contest. I've never took downers or uppers. But I will say this. If somebody took a downer, if somebody took a tranquilizer, I doubt that their memory is going to be intact. And then if they're given an upper, the adrenaline boost could make them not even be, they go from incoherence to total awareness. Exactly. Shock will have you doing the most sometimes. They're going to go from incoherence to total awareness. So there's no telling what somebody would do. Once again, I'm not saying that she was, I probably came out strong in the video that I did. I'm not saying she was definitely raped. But what I'm saying is I'm me myself, I'm over 80% right now. I'm over 80% believing that there's a good chance she was raped. Maybe she was drugging herself. Who knows? She could have literally been drugging herself and then went out on the dance floor, got a little bit too frisky. Dude thought the sex was consensual. Imagine that. Imagine if dude thought the sex was consensual. But somebody who is incoherent, that's my point. That's my whole entire point. Somebody who is incoherent can't agree to sex. And I doubt she was wrapped. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I doubt she was wrapped. Somebody who is incoherent can't consent. That's my whole point. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say much more. I'm gonna try to put out a couple more videos. I don't know. This is a head scratcher. This is a head scratcher. I've had a weird. I might tell y'all about a weird story that happened to me, and why I'm the way. Okay, I'll tell y'all now. When I was younger, like my teenage years, whatever, I was messing with this girl, and so I was trying to get some or whatever, and then she was like pushing me away, saying no, no, no. So I said okay, right, and so we sat there in her house the rest of the night, watching TV until I went home. So then I speak to her a whole nother time, and we're talking, and she asked me why I stopped. Straight face, straightest face you could ever give somebody. Ask me why I stopped. Quantina Daniels. Hey, Quantina, you ever lived in the Bronx? Straightest face. Straightest face. Ask me why I stopped. Why didn't we have sex that night? Straightest face. Now, granted, when I was trying to do something, she was pushing me away, saying stop. Right? We end up sitting there for like 2 more hours just watching TV, talking. We talk about the situation maybe like a couple of days later. She asked me why I stopped. And not why you stopped like giggling about it, but why you stopped like she had no idea. It ain't tricky. I don't play those games at all. I don't play those games at all. Zero. When a female act like they don't want me to have nothing to do with them, I believe them. I'm not going to be like, nah, none of that crazy shit ain't never happening to me. Yep, none of that crazy shit. She asked me why I stopped because she wanted to do something. She wanted to, have sex. She asked me why I stopped. You said no. And then also pushed me away. You fuck you mean why I stopped? It's kind of like this chick in my neighborhood, right? Neighborhood I live in right now, right? So I'm gonna tell you how weird this shit is. So whenever I'm trying to actually talk to her and like trying to get with her, trying to like try to take her out or do something or something like that, she don't want shit to do with me. But once I'm like, fuck that, man, and I just go about my business, now she doing everything in the world to get noticed. Fuck that. I don't play none of them games. I don't like none of them games. I don't understand none of them games. Ain't nobody ever gonna be able to say I took anything. Ain't nobody ever gonna be able to say I'm stalking anybody. Nobody's never gonna be able to say that shit. I'd rather stay alone for the rest of my life than have somebody encroach on my integrity or the individual that I am and make me look wild out here in these streets. I'd rather just be my fucking self. That ain't happening. Nobody ain't gonna make me looking like I'm fucking crazy out this bitch, telling all types of weird stories that's believable. When you tell them weird stories, them shits is not gonna be believable. She ain't playing hard to get. She playing she don't want to fuck with me. That's what I call that. Hard to get. Hard to get. Fuck the get out of here. Yo, I've dated quite a few strong women, like women that I'm like mentally strong. Like I'm not trying to talk nothing about homegirl. I'm just saying women that are mentally strong, go getters. You understand what I'm saying? They don't do that. Women that are go getters, they don't do that. They don't act like they don't want you in order to try to get you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. The girl's like in her 20s. What the fuck I know? I don't know how old she is. I know she a cutie. I know she's a cutie. I don't know how fucking old she is. That's a fact. I don't play none of them games. Fuck that. I've dated quite a few, been in relationships with quite a few confident women, confident, strong women. I have not met one confident, strong woman that play weird games like that. That shit is just not for me. Dude. 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 This has nothing to do with what I'm bringing. This has nothing to do with what I'm bringing. What some people fail to realize is people always want to talk about how dudes have low self-esteem. Sometimes females just can't believe you want them. It don't be that they playing hard to get. They think that you just want to smash. So every single thing that come out of your mouth is they think you this up here. So everything you say, they just think, oh, he just want to hit it. Then the nigga ain't gonna want to fuck with me no more because their self-esteem is so low. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. You don't gotta agree with me. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Motherfucker don't gotta agree with me. I'm just talking from my experience. Yeah, I don't do that game shit. I don't do none of that shit. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand Like, you don't gotta jump right in the fucking sack with somebody. But I don't understand, like, you being interested in somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna fuck with somebody, but you don't want them to know. Like, that shit don't make sense to me. Anyway, yo, look, I gotta go. The whole conversation with derailed. Shit, I need to get married. Shit. I'm hoping the next one. Shit, I don't even just want to get married. I want to fuck family. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping I meet somebody with a kid or two. Anyway, I gotta go. I love y'all. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Hopefully, I can get a couple of more vids out. Actually, I'm supposed to be running to go do something, and it's just raining hard outside, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it right now. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway,